Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kiara here. If you are new, I hope you decide to join the family by subscribing down below. Be sure to click that notification bell because you do not want to miss my weekly uploads. And if you have been with me for a while, I appreciate the support, and you already know we are on the way to 500 subscribers. Hopefully 9 out of 10 by the time you see this, we're already there. Now we're on the way to 550. Period. So if you've already read the title of this video, you already know today's video is about how I do my eyebrows. How are you able to groom your eyebrows at home by yourself? How are you able to save $10 every 2 weeks or $15 every 2 weeks by doing it yourself? If you are interested in finding out how you can do your own brows, let's get into it. Alright, so things that you will need today: you will need you some scissors. These are my little short scissors. I usually use them on my eyebrows, and tweezers. I've always personally preferred to wipe them down with alcohol before I start, just because I'm putting stuff on my face. So I don't know, sterilize. And the main thing, the main lemon squeeze, without it there won't be this. You are gonna need your face Nair. Now y'all see it says face Nair, and it's a small bottle because it's face Nair, not the regular Nair. I know some of you are probably like,
why Nair probably got the regular Nair here, why don't you go out by the face Nair?
because you're gonna burn your face. Plain and simple. That's honestly as simple and quick as I can say. You're gonna burn your face. Trust and believe, I've learned the hard way. I'm not gonna say the chemicals are different, but the strength of the chemicals are most definitely different between the face Nair and the regular Nair, just because I've used the regular Nair on my eyebrows before. The same amount I usually use with this, and it burned. Not gonna lie, it burned. So if you don't want to burn your skin, use face Nair. You also need Q-tips. Now sometimes I use Q-tips or I use a makeup brush. I'm gonna go in with this brush and I'm going to brush my brows up. Now there's a few separate ways you can do this. For beginners, I recommend the way I'm gonna show on camera. So I do this just to really see the shape of my brow. Everyone knows how they like their brows to look. So this should probably be the easiest part. So here you're gonna go in and you're just gonna cut off your excess. Now this is pretty hard for me doing this in the viewfinder because I don't have a small mirror. So this is gonna be very interesting. And if you don't have small scissors, I would honestly invest in some. I can't really tell you a way to get around from using the small scissors because I do not recommend taking full-on scissors to your face. So honestly, you see, cutting them, they did something. A little something at least. Okay, so you're going to take your Q-tip and your face Nair and you're going to put a little bit. Y'all see that it's very minimal. Is it gonna focus? Come on. There it is. A little. Well, I usually start from the bottom. Usually I would do my top and my bottom together just because I know how I like my brows. But for beginner purposes, you're gonna want to make sure that you're brushed all of your hairs upward. All of them brushed upward. Then you're gonna go with your Nair. Just follow your brow. Don't really get too pressed if you don't get too close to your brow, to the brow hairs. If you don't personally feel comfortable getting that close, that's fine. That's why we have the tweezers. So that right there, sometimes that's enough, sometimes it's not. I like to do a pretty thick coat just to make sure I don't have to do this twice. And if you're struggling to get it off of the Q-tip, just put the Q-tip down and slowly roll it, and it'll all end up coming right off pretty smoothly. When you brush up your eyebrows and you're like, I still can't see the shape, if you want, you can still go in with like a brow pencil or just any type of something to outline your brow so you'll know the hairs outside the line is what you want to get. Now I just let it sit. On the package it says do not exceed 10 minutes. So I'm gonna put a timer of 5 minutes. So I've started my 5-minute timer. To be able to test whether or not it is ready, you can go in with one of your tweezers and try to pick up one of the hairs. If it comes off automatically without you having to really pull and pluck it, you know it's set. So I will be back once the 5 minutes is up.
A few moments later.
So that's when you just grab a cotton wipe, cotton swab. So I wipe from inside to outside. So I'm just wipe. And sometimes all of it comes off, sometimes all of it does not. I'll wipe again. And you can see this one, I don't know. I really didn't have that many hairs now that I think about it. They're gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. I think this side took a little better. Yes, it did. And sometimes one wipe won't get all the hairs off, so you just probably have to wipe more than once. So that is the bottom. As you can see, I still have a couple of hairs down there I'll probably pluck here. But that's what that's what the tweezers are for. Cause I mean, I don't want to get too close to the fact that I mess up and shave off my brow. But this point is where we are going to do the top. You're going to do the exact same thing that you did to your bottom with the top lash. Like the exact same thing. Now this part will most definitely depend on how hairy you are, where your hair grows. I know sometimes my hair can grow into my edges, so I'm just gonna pull it out a little farther, like that. And when something like that happens, how it just kind of got on a lot of my hairs, where I kind of don't want to just take your nail and just wipe it away. Don't stress about it, don't freak out. Alright, so this is that. Oh, I need to go up on this side a little bit. Sometimes I like going on the top with a thick layer, sometimes I don't. I guess it all depends on how I'm feeling and how much tweezing I feel like doing. But I'm gonna do the same thing and set a 5-minute timer, and we're going to wait.
A few moments later.
Well, y'all, I forgot to set a timer. I usually go by the feeling, but I forget that underneath the eye is much more sensitive than above the eye. So I'm really just gonna wing it here. Hopefully, whenever you do this, be sure to set a timer, please. So you're gonna go in with your wet cotton swab, and you're just gonna, I would like to wipe the middle first. Okay, I got some hairs off there. And then we're gonna wipe the sides. Oh, this one took really, really good. I don't know if some of y'all will find this disgusting, but I find this pretty cool. Like, yeah, that worked really well. So that is what you want to see, is hairs coming off. And whenever you're wiping, I don't know if I already said this, but apply pressure so you can pull those hairs with it. So before I go in and pluck the hairs that did not get wiped away, basically, I'm gonna go in with some witch hazel and just wipe around my brow. So first of all, let's just look at the shape that I have now. Right, all right. So you can see there underneath. So usually I just pull and then I pluck. Normally it's not that many hairs to pluck. I can't tend to see. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to do this part in this mirror. All right, so I had to go do the underneath off camera. I really can't see. It's hard to really get a good grip at things in this viewfinder. But so I actually went and got a spoolie because the more you spool your brows, the more you see different hairstyles. Just kind of, I consider them out of place, so. It's really hard trying to look and grab in this viewfinder. Yeah, so that is what we have for now. Up here, I'm going to go in and do some plucking. I'm gonna try to do it on camera, but if not, I'll just hop off camera real quick and pluck away. Yeah, I'm not able to really see what I'm doing. All right, so now you can brush those hairs back up. And if you like, you can go back in with a slight trim. Just to make sure that you have the shape that you want. Like so. Alright guys, so I'm about to go off camera and do this eyebrow and I will be back. Alright, y'all. That took a lot of extra plucking. I'm just gonna come close for y'all to see what they look like now. I forgot, I really hadn't did my eyebrows in a hot minute. So it was like, I was just like, why can't I get this eyebrow look like this one? And I was like, I had to go find it. Like y'all can see how red it is because I've been plucking so much, but I am satisfied, y'all. Like, the brows look good. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Be sure to click the notification bell so you do not miss my uploads. Me and my brows will see you in the next video.